If you are watching this, your brain is likely exhausted. You already know that when you're drained, relying on pure willpower to stop falling deeper into a scroll is a losing strategy. Today, we're setting up a system called the Dopamine Journal. It's designed to lower the barrier to entry so you can complete your first session by working with your biology rather than fighting against it. Before we start, gather your prerequisites. You'll need a physical notebook, a tablet, or even just a voice-to-text app. Once you have that, place your phone in another room or completely out of your line of sight. To change the behavior, we have to look at the habit loop. Every habit, good or bad, runs on this three-part cycle: the cue that triggers you, the routine you perform, and the reward your brain receives. We aren't trying to delete the entire loop. Instead, we remove the scrolling routine and swap in a journaling routine. This leverages your brain's existing pathways to reach that same sense of psychological relief. Success here comes from strategic substitution. You are taking the urge you already have and redirecting it toward a method where you provide the payoff yourself. Take a second to identify your specific cue. It's usually a moment of internal friction. Maybe you're avoiding a difficult email, or you've just finished a long task and your mind feels numb and bored. The phone wins in these moments because it offers zero physical friction. It requires no effort and no active decision-making to begin. You can neutralize this by making your journal the path of least resistance. Leave it open on your desk or keep your digital notes app on your primary home screen so the journaling routine is as easy to start as opening an app. It's important to recognize that social media is a supernormal stimulus. It's an engineered experience designed to trigger a much stronger dopamine response than a typical face-to-face conversation ever could. When you first put down the phone to write, it will feel boring. Your brain has been conditioned to expect an artificial level of stimulation, and anything else will feel like a letdown at first. That initial restlessness is a sign of biological recalibration. You're allowing your brain to return from an artificial high to a sustainable, natural baseline. We use a 5-prompt system to bridge that gap. These questions are designed to help you generate your own internal dopamine hits through reflection. Let's start with the first prompt. What am I feeling right now, and what am I trying to avoid? Write your answer now. Research into affect labeling shows that simply putting a name to an emotion reduces the activity in the brain's emotional centers. Identifying the feeling makes it less overwhelming. Move to the second prompt. What is one thing I'm genuinely looking forward to today? Anticipation is a powerful biological state. Dopamine levels often peak right before we experience a reward, so simply visualizing a positive event provides a tangible mental lift. Prompt number 3. What is one thing I did today that I haven't celebrated yet? Naming these wins shifts your focus from the external validation of likes and comments to your own internal progress. Now, prompt 4. What is something I've been curious about lately that I haven't explored yet? This prompt targets the same neurological curiosity that a social media feed triggers, but it directs that energy toward your own interests and learning. Now for the final prompt. If this week went really well, what happened? Visualizing these outcomes helps align your immediate actions with your long-term values. If you find yourself too exhausted for the full list, answering just one of these questions is enough to successfully redirect the habit loop. These 5 prompts provide a structured framework for rebuilding your capacity for sustained self-reflection. You've just completed a session. You've generated your own engagement and directed your attention exactly where you chose to put it. Pause and check in with yourself. For many, the act of naming a discomfort and identifying a win begins to lower the volume on that background urge to scroll. Place your journal in the exact physical spot where you usually find yourself doom scrolling, like your bedside table, on your couch, or next to your keyboard. Your goal for the next 24 hours is simple. The next time you feel that urge to pick up the phone, open the journal instead and answer just one prompt. I share more lessons on these habits in my free weekly newsletter, Aligned. You can find the link in the description. You reclaim your attention span by designing an environment where self-awareness is the path of least resistance.